Let's talk about how to build habits that actually stick. It's no year resolutions, any kind of habit that you've picked up and just seem to drop them over the time, or it's just frustrating the way they're not progressing as you wanted. I have a 3-step guide for you that worked so efficiently for me, and it doesn't even matter what kind of habit it is. The core itself will help me to stick with these habits and make a routine out of them. Hi, if you're new here on Ladies Mental, I welcome you for a channel where I simplify my life and hopefully you have a benefit and join my journey on this channel. Feel free to subscribe if that's something you're interested in. Step number 1, and that's meaningful. You might think that's obvious. We do habits for a reason or in a way of motivation. But what if I tell you that our meaningfulness or the why we start our hobbies and habits even is because they're platonic. They're just a platonic reason for us to do it. It's not that deep, and that's what I want you to change. To find a deeper core that will eventually form your seed that you can have the plant that will grow into your habit. And that means you need to have a bit of more time thinking and literally working on that reason. It's the more you talk about it, the more you research it, the more likely you have such a deep core for that meaning. And once you have figured that out, it will help you. Because the opposite is you have a platonic reason or meaning why you want to develop that habit, and then you drop it over the time. So your self-trust in yourself is damaged or hurt, and you seem to be not able to stick to anything, and that is not a nice feeling. And especially if it happens quite a lot, you just seem to it's just something that I do habits for a while and they're just not sticking. So the reason is that we need to build our trust in ourselves and that we are capable of having habits that stick from the beginning. And for me, in the step number 2 is basically the diamond or the core where it makes the difference for me, that I've learned and haven't heard that many times in the internet, but I'll share it with you today. So that is building a smaller version of it. You have your meaning, you have your reasons. Building the smaller version will help you to stick longer to your actual goal. So let's say you want to get physically fit. You want to have a body that works for you and not against you. You want to wake up, have energy and feel good. You want a long life that feels with health and ease in your daily routines. So you want to go to the gym 5 times a week. That's what you want to do. You want to lift some weight and do cardio as well in between. But the thing is, you don't start with that first. The smaller version might look like you're working out 5 times a week for 3 months in your home. You're doing calisthenics or whatever you have at your home that you can use as tools, as weights as you have. You can do cardio as well outside, or maybe even at home if you have a treadmill or something similar. This is very meaningful and a success rate, because if you're already paid for a membership and in the end dropped it and you've paid that yearly subscription, you're gonna lose money, and that's just annoying. It doesn't feel you good and it hurts your wallet as well. And that's the thing. The smaller version will go. It could be that you even have to do maybe 3 times a week first, and then you've built up. Another habit, it could be you want to study or learn a new language. So you build a smaller habit of having 10 minutes in the morning, having 10 minutes maybe at lunchtime if you can, and in the day, in one day you say, look, 30 minutes is what I do. But break it down in different sections or blocks even. If it could be for your diet of having a no sugar time, or just in general go a bit more of calorie deficit or health in general in meals, nutrition. Set yourself up for success, buying the things that you should and avoid the other ones. Having meal preps, for example, that will help you to stick around. And step number 3 is don't have any frictions that are not necessary. What I mean with frictions is once you have developed that little habit or the version that you want to achieve in the end, there is still some little stones in your way. And the little stones could be one day you're not that motivated, one day you're a bit more stressed, and just things are not going as planned. So if you want to work out, Prepare your clothes already. Maybe at the mat or at your chair when you're just waking up, you visually can see them and say, hey, look, they're already there. Let's just put them on and get the things going. And it could also be for me personally, when I'm not feeling like working out, is how did I feel afterwards? I felt great. I had energy. So I want that feeling. So maybe even if I do feel, oh, yeah, I see the clothes, have that thing as well, how you felt after the habit. And the same could be if you're having a no sugar week or you really want to do no sugar at all for a while. Don't put yourself in tempting situation where you have sugar around. So instead of having maybe cookies and apples on your table as snacks and everyone can just grab it, put these cookies away in a drawer or in a box where it's harder to reach. And that will already help you. Another area could be you want to be more organized or just decluttering your home. Work already for your future self by placing the things where they should be. Put your keys on the hook where they should be. Put your jacket where it should be. Put your shoes correctly there. That will help you to build up the load that you've created from the past. And the more and more you are consistent in the future, the less you have to pick up from yourself. One final diamond that I can give you is tying your success of your habit when you be consistent to a little reward or treat. You know you have to buy new jeans for your work, but it's not that urgent, but you still want to buy it, and that's a good thing you can tie with your habit. So if you're sticking for 2 weeks to your diet or to your studying, the 30 minutes per day that you have set the goal, and you do that consistently for 2 weeks, ticking every day, and you've done the job well, you can reward yourself after the 2 weeks and buying your jeans. Not only are you intentional with your purchases, you're not getting any overconsumption in that way because you can actually decide what you want to get. Plus, you have kind of a win-win. You get something new that you already needed and you're sticking around with your habit or the reason that you want to build something new with it. I've done 2 weeks now without sugar, and on that final day where the 2 weeks are over, I'm baking myself a cake or something that has a bit less sugar but still is in a treat that you can do. It doesn't have to be always rewarded with buying something new. It could be also having a nice cup of tea, going for a walk with someone. It's finding a creative way of how you can reward yourself. It could be watching your favorite TV show 1 hour longer than you usually do, but you stick to your habits. So it's really finding what serves you in a way that you can motivate it. And these 3 steps will work on everything that you do, in the habits or even goals that you might have. That can be a core foundation which can lead you to a diamond. Like, you sparkle with it because you're sticking around with it. You have trust in yourself. And there is nothing that can go against your own trust and the way that you can stick around with things. So I really hope that encouraged you to stick around, and let me know if you ever heard of having a smaller version of your habit that you want to do. I would love to know it in the comments. I wish you a good day and we see us the next week. Thank you. Take care. Bye.